The studio tour has been a staple at Universal Studios dating back to when it first opened in 1915. Back then, guests could sit on bleachers and watch silent films being made for only 25 cents. In the 1960s, Universal introduced trams, which carried guests around the lots and gave them a sneak peek at some familiar TV and movie sets. By the late 1960s and early 1970s, Universal started to spice up the tour by adding mini attractions like the Runaway Train and even Jaws. And while these attractions entertained guests, Universal also found that these scenes could conveniently be reused as cheap and ready-made sets for use in future film productions. The first of these mini attractions was the Mexican Streets and Flash Flood. It was launched in 1968, so it's not a surprise that it's shown up in several films like Fletch Lives, Nacho Libre, and was featured in the 2002 film Big Fat Liar.
He's all yours, Lester.
The Mexican Streets have also been seen on the TV show Monk and appeared in music videos by Janet Jackson as well, and more recently, Lady Gaga.
They've been shooting a film in here, but every time they go on break, they give us the green light to go in, so you can see what the inside of a soundstage looks like.
One of the more memorable studio tour attractions is Earthquake the Big One, which opened in 1989. The studio tour tram enters stage 50, which at first appears to be a quiet movie set. Then the ground starts shaking.
Very nice, these good trimmers. Here before the water main breaks. That thing breaks here.
This set was actually used for filming an episode of Bones.
I told you the guy behind his arms.
That's with the FBI?
FBI, yeah. We're here about the human remains.
That's him. Right over there.
And was rethemed as the alien attack ride in the movie Beverly Hills Cop 3 with Eddie Murphy.
Foley is heading for alien attack.
Attention, attention. This is a red alert.
Sometimes the Tram Tour has played itself, like in this episode of Diff'rent Strokes where Arnold and Dudley try to track down their hero, Knight Rider. Along the way, they run into the now retired Runaway Train.
It's too late! Kiss your little caboose goodbye! It's a fake.
Jaws.
Hey, look at that fisherman over there. No way. No fish could live in that dirty water. Come on.
And make a visit to the Psycho House.
Sure looks spooky up there. Maybe we shouldn't go. Oh, come on. What is there to be afraid of? Yes. Well, we were just wondering if you could tell us how to find Knight Rider.
But after getting in some trouble, the boys eventually track down Knight Rider and get a picture with David Hasselhoff.
No one says good morning to me. What am I, chopped liver?
Hey, could we get a picture of you?
Yeah, better yet, how about the three of us get together and take a picture with Kit?
Oh, the car? Great idea. Yeah, hey, it's really nice of you to go through all this trouble for us.
No trouble at all. The last time I took a picture without Kit, he didn't talk to me for a week.
Hi, Norman.
And speaking of Knight Rider, David Hasselhoff and Kit were also known to hang around the Universal lot. Like one episode where they visited the Psycho House.
Boy, this place looks really familiar.
Sometimes films will give you a glimpse at the studio tour attractions that no longer exist. Like in the movie The Wizard, which includes a trip through the King Kong set, which ended up burning down years later.
Come on, come on! Down here, down here! Hurry, Jimmy, hurry! Follow me, Jimmy! Ah! Wrong way! This way!
Another retired studio attraction appeared in The $6 Million Man. In this episode, he fights none other than Bigfoot, played by the legendary Andre the Giant. After a battle, he ends up chasing Bigfoot into an ice cave, which is played by the now retired Avalanche attraction. So next time you're watching a show, keep an eye out. You might just recognize one of your favorite Universal Studios Tram Tour attractions. And if you want to see more Universal, check out my video on the top 10 lost studio tour attractions. Remember to keep exploring, and until next time, it's time to exit through the gift shop.